He don't cast. He don't cast. Okay? This dude, he don't cast. Dr. Abati, yesterday, we took a story.
There is a strange character of Bola Tinubu, the character of telling lies to Nigerians, the character of telling lies also to the global community. Tinubu started telling Nigerian lies, or I would call it a propaganda, right from the day he was inaugurated. Thereafter, he went to the United Arab Emirates, where he told Nigerians that he had a deal with the government of the UAE about the visa restrictions on Nigerians. So many Nigerians were happy they applied for visa and they were denied visa because, as I speak to you up to today, after 1 year, Tinubu said he had a deal that they have lifted the ban of the visa restriction. The ban still persists up to today. So what is the essence of telling your citizens lies? Now, Tinubu is also under fire after lying that he have secured a 600 million investment on Lagos Port. He's under fire because when the said person, the author, who is supposed to come to invest in Nigeria that had meeting with Tinubu, denied that the meeting they had is not all about investment, that they never had a deal to come and invest $600 million on Nigerian seaport. Bayo Onanuga, the presidential spokesperson, deleted the tweet he tweeted. How many times are we going to be deleting tweets, repost, delete, repost, try to deny or try to, deceive Nigerians about what does not exist? Now, on Arise News Morning Show, Rufai Oseni has reacted in a different way about this incident. Listen to what he said.
He don't cast. He don't cast. Okay? This dude, he don't cast. Dr. Abati, yesterday, we took a story when Nuhu Ribadu was talking about disinformation. And I said something profound, like I'm a soothsayer, that the government should desist from disinformation and misinformation. Dr. Abati, I submit to you, do you not see it is this government that is purveying misinformation and disinformation as we speak? A deal that was never signed, a deal that was never articulated, you went ahead and reported that the chairman of Maersk made that deal with you on the sidelines of your meeting in Saudi Arabia. Then Lloyd's List. Lloyd's is one of the most authoritative websites when it comes to anything shipping. They also, I'm sure they also run the Lloyd's Register. Came out and they debunked the story. In the pain and everything, instead of you to offer an apology, anyway, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, like they say in social media parlance, he did Phil Foden. He folded. He went back, he deleted that message, that misinformation.
As he should.
Then some of their propagandist bandwagon had the temerity to bring out this video that didn't even talk about an investment, talk about a proposal that was done in February as against something that was announced. I mean, how much will government stop spreading misinformation on social media? Because when Nuhu Ribadu was talking about spreading misinformation, is this not obvious? Just like we had in the Dubai case, that it took a brave journalist to debunk it by calling the Dubai authorities. It has gotten to a point where if you have any of this foreign announcement, what do you do now? You need to talk to those foreign bodies that they made the announcement with to be able to get to the root of the matter. If Maersk had not been asked, and stellar job Rotus, I commend you, second time I commend you Rotus today. Rotus had to go ahead and send a message, say they can't comment on any investment. If it was something they were happy about, they were going to comment on it. So it speaks volumes of what we should do, and let us do it, right? We can't keep doing this and spreading misinformation.
Okay, I'll be very brief. You see, there's something they call test of English as a foreign language.
I know that. TOEFL.
Yes. So English language is a very tricky thing for people for whom English is not the first language. That's my first point. Now, Ajuri said the Nigerian government secured, right? It probably in its mind, doesn't mean that a deal has been struck. Mr. Onanuga, in the tweet that he deleted, said plans to invest.
Like a proposal, yes.
Right? So Mr. Onanuga, when there was this pushback, deleted the tweet. And I think also he went on television to say, he didn't say they have said they will invest, but that they plan to invest. Now, Maersk, in their own statement, said, we'll continue to dialogue with the Nigerian government, we're committed. We've been doing business in Nigeria for a very long time, and the ongoing dialogue with the Nigerian government is in order, but no deal has been signed. Obviously, if a deal was signed, we will have seen the ceremony.
Yes.
Now, to the basic issues. That article by one Richard Meade on the Lloyd's list, I went through it.
Yes.
Yes, he said Maersk did not say that any deal was signed, but he also provided an explanation that Maersk, the Danish shipping giant, that they are going to have announce their quarterly earnings, first quarter earnings, on Thursday. And of course, that would generate the interest of investors and all that. And that one of the reasons is that they don't want to run foul of any regulatory issues. So how do you go and tell your investors that you have already promised or you have committed yourself to a $600 million package in Nigeria? Yes, of course, at that meeting, questions will be asked. Investors will ask questions. So he provided that alternative explanation. And then in some of the things you read, their share price, their stock equity was affected. It dropped by 4%. So there are regulatory issues here. There are, business considerations here. But the more important part of it is that those who issue statements on the part of government should not be over-enthusiastic. Each time President Tinubu travels, our people are always very eager to come out and say, we have secured this amount, we have secured that amount. So I think there's also something about the use of English language here. Why not just say it as it is and say there was a dialogue, there is but to go ahead and say a deal has been secured. No, they will say no, it didn't happen.
I just want to define very quickly.
Secure, yes.
Because
I have told you that it's about English.
I want to assume that if you have the position as a spokesperson of the president, your use of English should be almost at 100%, should be excellent. If we gave you TOEFL to pass, there should be not. I think it's a disservice to a jury to say that he doesn't speak English properly.
Yeah, very terrible. What you just do that? You're a terrible person.
Rufai, hold on. Rufai, hold on. My main issue.
English language
They are saying it now, Rufai.
Hold on.
The second video to justify, because clearly they said it was when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu met with the chairman in Saudi Arabia that the deal was secured. What has this got to do with that statement?
Nothing to do with that.
Absolutely
Please,
not.
for the avoidance of doubt, let me tell you what the Oxford Dictionary defines secure as. Succeed in obtaining something, especially with difficulty. Obtain, the first fix or attach firmly so that it cannot be moved or lost. It is irrevocable. So I think he can speak English properly. He understands English. English is a criteria to pass English language before he can get to any university in Nigeria.
So we just call it propaganda. That's what it is, right? All right.
Can we say that?
Rufai. All right, let's take another story. You guys have done justice to the story. Well, all right. Presidency has come under fire on social media after officials of Danish shipping company AP Moller Maersk on Tuesday denied a $600 million investment deal with the Nigerian government. Well, on April 28th, Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, in a statement claimed that Nigeria secured a $600 million investment to expand existing port infrastructure to accommodate more container shipping services in Nigerian ports. Well, according to Ngalale, Robert Ugla, chairman of AP Moller Maersk, made the investment commitment during a meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia. But according to Lloyd's list on April 29th, the $600 million investment in Nigeria, as stated by the presidency, was news to Maersk. The report added that the company's chairman, Ugla, met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the weekend, but no new investment deal was signed.